We took each of the maps that we've made for our 2A history project up until now, and we printed them out and bound those into a book. We're going to go through each of those maps and make a quick video for this series. Join us for Maps of 2A. Opening up our maps of 2A once again. We're in the infringement end of the, I'm not trying to say tome, is that the right word? So we just did assault weapons ban. That means we're up to restrictions on open carry. This one's a frustrating one because I don't think there's a lot of consensus on either side. The validity or the necessity to ban open carry. In other words, I don't think open carry bothers anybody all that much, and I don't think it's definitely does bother some people. So it's one of those things that doesn't happen very often, and there's not a lot of advocates for it, but there's also not a bunch of people against it, although there's people, maybe another way to say it is there's people against it from both sides, and there's only people for it on a portion of the gun community. So I guess one way, if we were doing a poll on this, would be to ask, are you pro open carry? Not necessarily is it legal where you live or that kind of thing, but would you if it was, if it's not, or do you if it is, or would you if for some reason you're not. But anyway, are you pro open carry or are you against it? It's one of those things that people tend to have an opinion on. So open carry, for those that may not know somehow, is the idea of carrying a firearm so that other people can see it. The opposite of that would be carrying a firearm that people can't see, and that's called concealed carry. So there's definitely places that have restrictions or no permitted concealed carry, but fewer and fewer every day. In fact, every state offers some type of concealed carry option. But then there are some states that restrict the idea of carrying openly. So we have the states in green have no opinion either way. You're free to carry openly if you'd like. We have the states in orange, which have some restriction on it. And then we have just a few states in red, which are completely opposed to any open carry, no matter if you have a permit or anything. So the idea of the maps, the concept here is to visualize some of the elements of our Second Amendment community, industry, lifestyle, whatever you want to call it, because as people who travel and entities that like to remain consistent, many of us would appreciate or intend to carry our firearms when we travel. Things like reciprocity are issues, and in this case, depending on what you're doing or how you do it, open carry might be a factor in what you do and how you do it. So let us know in the comments what you think. Again, this open carry isn't necessarily something that's shared. The idea of open carry isn't something that's universally appreciated, and often in the gun community, people could care less. So is this something that you would compromise? Would you compromise this away and give it to the antis, suggesting that guns in the open aren't going to be good in any way? Or is there someplace in between? Or are you just don't have an opinion, you're pro open carry, people can do what they want, you don't see any problems with it? I don't know if that's the two extremes or not, but that's the two extremes I'm giving you. This is a map of 2A book. It's a bunch of maps that I printed out, and some of them have more data than others. These are for various 2A history projects we've done. All these maps are over on Minuteman University with more or less, often more data than we have here printed. This was just a way to get the information onto YouTube and all the other platforms like guntube.org and gunstreamer.com to get the information out there, archived, and get some conversations going. Our goal, as always, is to get our Second Amendment into people's hands, thoughts, and conversations in interesting and new ways. So please let us know how we're doing with that. Till next time, thanks for watching. So let us know what you think. We'll be watching the comments wherever you find the video, over on gunstreamer.com or on guntube.org. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching GunWebsites.com.